Hello, this is the Green Report, where after show on the environment and the stories of people whose decisions impact the world around us. I'm Iya Gozum.
And I'm Jee Geronimo.
And Miss Jee, may question ako.
Anong question?
Kasi usually pinag-uusapan natin sa Green Report Earth, nature, environment. But for this episode, medyo space talk naman. Nung bata ka ba, pangarap mong maging astronaut?
Honestly, hindi. Pero kasi, hindi siguro yun yung nako-consume kong media or hindi ako exposed to that. So, hindi. But I'm fascinated by events. Kaya yung first walk sa moon, Neil Armstrong.
Yeah.
So, aware naman ako, but parang siguro as a provinciana. As a provinciana. Parang masyadong malayo yun for me.
Okay.
Hindi ko siya
Very detached
ma-grasp.
from your reality.
Yeah. Ikaw ba?
Same. Parang may fascination lang siyang hinuhold sa akin na, we can go way beyond. Ganun lang. But, parang eventually, siguro yung fascination na fuel na rin lang ng pop culture, media, Interstellar.
Mga movies and
sci-fi. Pero yun nga, very detached sa reality. So anyway, I asked because joining us today is Kristine Atienza, one of the Filipinos gunning to be the first Filipino to go to space. Hi, Kristine. Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for inviting me and happy World Space Week.
Oh, happy
World Space Week.
Yeah.
From October
4 to 10, so it's annual celebration of science and technology and for the
kasi
betterment
sa Philippines
of
na una na, di ba? Parang
Yes, August 8 naman tayo.
Tapos, okay.
This World Space Week, yes.
Yay!
Anyway, so Kristine, tell us about the campaign. Actually, ngayon ko lang nalaman na to join a commercial space flight, di ba? Very limited yung slots. Kailangan mong mag-campaign of sorts. Magkampanya na makakuha ka ng slot for the next mission. So tell us about how you're doing the campaign, ano yung phases you have to go through, tapos like, kung mapili ka, if mapili ka, kailan most probably mangyayari trip to space?
Okay, so actually, after no analog space mission nung na-interview mo ako before,
In 2023.
in 2023,
Right.
yeah, I've been doing a lot of talks kasi about analog space missions, and then marami akong nakausap ng mga students that they want to go to space and to become an astronaut then. So I felt like before na I really need to look for ways for us to go to space and break that highest glass ceiling, literally, yung Kármán line.
Yeah.
So I decided this year to get certified for a suborbital space flight. So actually right now, I'm one ticket away to space. And then this year also, we have the Sarah campaign. So yung campaign is, we are vying for one seat. Ngayon, one seat na lang for everyone. So open siya for everyone.
Everyone as in the whole world.
The whole world. Open siya for the whole world. For yung 5 other seats kasi, meron na parang, ano na siya, meron ng certain country na naka-allot for that. But one seat is open for everyone. So, kaming mga Filipinos na, hindi lang ako, so I have friends then who are vying for that seat. So, this campaign, marami siyang phases. Right now, nasa phase 1 kami ng campaign. So, we need to earn certain points para dun sa astronaut badge.
Yeah.
And then, second is, dun na kami sa regional leaderboards namin. So, kami dun sa open seat. And then, after nun, pag nakarating kami ng third phase, meron siyang competition na I think ila-live streams siya sa YouTube. And then, ayun na yung may voting part. So,
like a reality show.
Like a reality show. So, we would need a lot of support from Filipinos for that seat.
And as we know, very active ang mga Filipino sa mga, when it comes to that. If may ganung component where Filipinos can vote, I think.
Yeah.
But before we go into that, parang ano ba yung mga preparations that you're doing while nandito tayo sa first phase nung competition? Do you call it a competition?
Yes,
ano
it's
ba
a
siya?
competition.
It's a competition. So, ano ba mga preparations that had to go into it? Even, kunyari, sino-sino kayong nagka-campaign or nagva-vie for even for us sa Philippines?
So, for now, sa first phase, most para siyang influencer type. So, mas content creation siya. We need to tell our stories and produce contents. Tapos, yung pointing system is 1 view is equal to 1 point. So, one view.
Of a video or?
Nakakonect yung TikTok, yung YouTube, tsaka Twitter. So, people can help us, Filipinos can help us by just simply following our accounts.
Right.
So,
we will promote that
kapital mo
later.
talaga yung content.
Yes.
For this Sarah campaign.
So it's a view. 1 view is 1 vote. Okay.
Kristine, tell us, what exactly are you campaigning for? Parang anong company or which mission or rocket yung supposedly dapat sasamahan?
So this Sarah, if makakuha ka ng seat, yung flight is through Blue Origin, New Shepard. So if you're familiar with the Katy Perry flight, ayun yun. So ayun yung seat. So it's a suborbital space flight.
Meaning?
Meaning, ano lang siya, hindi siya mag-orbit. Ano lang siya, it's enough for you to go to the Kármán line. And the Kármán line, beyond the Kármán line is the international definition of space. So you're considered, well, right now it's space tourist. But that's enough for you to go to space. Right. So I think for me, it's, even though suborbital pa lang siya, but for us, for Filipinos, I feel like it's really important for us na, to just break the psychological barrier na we can't go to space. Ayun, I think that's enough for us. And then maybe, because of that, I hope na magkaroon tayo ng astronaut program here in the Philippines as well. So that's the long-term goal. Not just one, not just 2 Filipinos can go, but whoever wants to become an astronaut have the opportunity to go to outer space.
Actually, now that you mentioned it, yung suborbital flight nila Katy Perry drew a lot of flack na parang sayang daw yung resources, and of course because Blue Origin is connected to
Jeff Bezos.
Yes. So parang siguro taking those into consideration, why do you think it's actually medyo nasagot mo naman pero why do you think it's still very important for Filipinos na makasama sa ganitong klaseng flight? Like, is this parang one window na kapag nakapasok na tayo dito, eventually a lot of things would be more possible?
Yeah. I totally agree. Kasi even though for us, maybe it's just a suborbital, but imagine 116 million of us watching that first Filipino to bring the Filipino flag. That would be a lot for us. For sure, parang Pacquiao level na lahat mag-shut down. And, people, kids, seeing someone from the Philippines or someone who looks like them na makarating sa space, that would be a lot. And then, of course, other people or other industries would come then. So, hopefully, that would fund the long-term goal na to have an astronaut program here in the Philippines.
Pero maybe a decade ago, this would have been unthinkable na parang makasama tayo sa isang commercial space flight. Parang, what do you think are the conditions that made this possible? Kasi before, parang, siguro like a decade ago, more than, like way before, kailangan nasa astronaut ka para to even think about it.
And the training that goes into it.
And the training, yung resources na kailangan.
So yun, actually, even for me, parang hindi ko siya naisip ng bata ako na mag-astronaut or even na maging analog astronaut and then now vying for a seat for a commercial space flight. But because of the commercialization of space, mas naging accessible siya for us, even for our country na doesn't have a space flight program yet. So ayun, naging accessible siya, marami ng, hindi ka na lang, kasi before, kailangan mong maging US citizen or European citizen or Japanese para maging astronaut. But now, because of commercial spaceflight, we can dream or there's an opportunity. Although, mahirap pa rin, but, hindi na siya like,
Impossible.
Yeah.
Na
Not a
kailangan,
possible dream anymore.
yes, na kailangan kong maging US citizen para mag-apply as an astronaut.
Right. So, I think last month or last month, nagpunta dito si Aisha Bo, the aerospace engineer na part ng all-women Blue Origin flight na kasama nila, Katy Perry. And nag-meet kayo. It's yun yung first time na nag-meet kayo. Can you tell us about your interaction? Kasi she also mentioned sa press na she's one of your supporters, na mapadala ka sa space.
Yeah, I love her. She's very kind. Nagkita rin
She looks
kami.
like a Barbie.
Yeah, she looks like a Barbie, nasabi ko din sa kanya. She looks like a Barbie. So, it's a funny thing. I mean, not funny, but it's, so, nung nandito siya sa Philippines, nakita ko lang sa news na pupunta siya dito sa Philippines. And then, exactly that, those dates na nandito siya, ayun din yung first, I was organizing the first Philippine Astronomy and Space Science Research Conference. So that's the first. And before, I really wanted to have an astronaut in our conference kasi that's the first time. Pero parang sinet aside ko siya. Tapos nung nakita ko na pupunta siya, nag-message lang ako sa IG niya. So I messaged her, we're having this conference, and then we invited her, and then pumunta siya. So wala yun sa itinerary nila, but she's very kind na nasama niya sa itinerary, even for a bit lang. And yeah.
And knowing yung mga ganong trips, ano na yan, sobrang set na yung schedule.
But yeah, so ayun, and she's very willing to give inspirational message to our students, and ayun daw talaga yung gusto niya, kaya willing din siyang pumunta sa event namin kahit hindi kasama sa.
Personally ba, may effect sa'yo na women like Aisha Bo nakapunta na sa space, nakasama na sa mga ganitong trips?
Yes, of course, because ngayon parang over 100 people or 100 women pa lang yung nakakarating sa space. More than 100 lang out of 600. So that's a big thing na ma-meet mo and you can talk to them about going to space and the challenges that they've been through just to get that seat and to go to space. So it's very important and very fortunate ako na marami akong nakilalang women astronauts.
Right.
Na nag-cheer, not just doing inspirational talks, but cheering for you. So it's a very, very big thing for me.
When we were younger, napag-usapan natin kanina, yun nga, may mga kaedaran tayo. Just aging myself all the time. Pero I mean, merong mga, the dream was, gusto ko maging astronaut. It's that, ganun siya general. When you talk to students today and to the young people, ano yung mga discourse or ano yung gusto nilang marating ng Philippines or them as young people when it comes to space, diba?
And kung may shift na rin sa perspective na parang would you say na ngayon yung mas mga bata, mas possible na sa kanila yung ganitong pursuit?
Yeah, I think for general public, kung yung outside of the astronomy and space community here in the Philippines, but when I go to like the general public ng mga students, I think we still have to do a lot of awareness campaigns about space, about how people like us can go to space or be part of the space industry. I think marami pa rin, but I think because people like me, not just me, but our community are doing a lot of awareness now, it's, I think, paunti-unti. Nagiging ano na sa kanila, parang for them, I feel like, okay, pwede pala tayong maging part of the space community. And actually, ang gusto ko talagang iparating, when I'm doing this talks or lectures is the Philippines, space is not just a nice to have, it's a must have kasi space, we need it in our daily lives, especially for us na very vulnerable to climate change. If we don't use space, mabubura tayo sa mapa.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
how I want to. It's not just a nice to have, but it's a need.
Ganda ng it's need to have. Kasi nga, it's so, yun nga, parang ang far-fetched niyang idea
so
when you think
beyond
about
us.
it.
Parang
But there are people like Kristine who's saying, hindi siya impossible. We can actually do
And
some...
it's part of a country's development.
Right. And siguro, part na rin na nagiging part na rin siya ng because we already have our own Philippine Space Agency.
Yeah.
That's really a big, an important thing for us. And siguro popularizing that and making people know what that agency
space,
does, and
Making it
people
part of our conversation.
Right. What do you think? Why do you think the space captures the public imagination so much?
Well, even for us, di ba, nung mga bata tayo, space is very aspirational. So, at first, ayun lang muna, aspiration, the cosmos is very beautiful, it's very nice to look at, but when you see it, yung application ng space, it's more than that. We really need space kasi if you're not familiar with the Philippine Space Agency, yung mandate niya talaga is for disaster risk reduction or management and climate change. So, for us Filipinos na developing country or emerging space nation, it's a must-have. Because especially na, yun nga, nakakasabi ko lang kanina na very vulnerable tayo.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
When you look at it that way na, ano pala yun, connected pala, magkaugnay talaga ang lahat ng bagay.
Right. And actually, maganda pinakita niya about the disaster and climate change concerns. Kasi parang when we say space, parang imagination agad natin is ito, yung parang sending people in rocket ships.
Rocket ships and
pero
ISS, yes.
actually, and when we cover PhilSano, we're also learning na yung applications niya sa Pilipinas,
The most immediate application
using
is
space tech, di ba?
And even for us individuals, kasi even our Wi-Fi's came from the space tech. Even when you do selfie, it's because of space tech. Wala tayong Grab kung walang space tech, GPS, mawawala yan.
So it's so practical, pero minsan hindi natin make
kasi
those
natin siya
connections.
nakakonect.
And yun nga, yung for the Philippines, it's the satellites that we work on that help in the disaster mapping. So, pinapabilis niya yung response time because kung ano yung nangyari on the ground.
And remember yung oil spill,
Yeah.
di ba?
Yes.
Tapos nag-generate ng
Ang bilis,
images
like
yung
hours
PhilSa,
lang. Yeah.
kung ano yung trajectory.
Right.
So, we also use that as journalists. Where to deploy, paano
Saan ko papadala si Iya?
deployment.
saan yung ano? Yeah.
Anticipate, di ba? Right.
So yun, I think circling back to the space flight, kasi before, nung wala pang satellite na napapadala yung Filipinos or yung Philippines, parang naisip natin, bakit tayo may space program? Bakit tayo magtatayo ng space program? But after na mapadala natin yung first satellite natin, na-break natin yung psychological barrier na, kaya pala natin magpadala ng satellite na gawa ng Filipino sa space. So I think it would be similar for a space flight.
Right.
After natin makapagpadala ng Filipino sa space, mawawala yung question na yun na, kaya ba natin?
Right.
Answering one question at a time.
Yeah.
But for you personally, parang you said na kanina na this has always been a dream, but why does this campaign matter to you? And why do you think it would matter for the Philippines? Na-touch mo na rin naman, but maybe for those who are watching us, who really want to follow your campaign, who really want to see, syempre, very reality, ano to, di ba? Na parang they really want to see a Filipino in space. Parang, why does this matter to you?
For me personally, I feel like because statistically, I shouldn't be talking to you like personally about this, about human spaceflight, because I'm not even I'm not even working for the space industry. I'm a public health nutritionist dietitian, and I'm a regular Filipino. I do go to MRT for commute. So parang alam mo yun, parang representation na someone like her na wala sa space industry talaga, na nagko-commute sa MRT every day. Tapos, living, I came from the province, sa
Sharing
Bataan.
the same struggles, diba?
Sharing the same struggles, paying the same tax.
Yeah.
Sharing the same struggles sa province or even dito sa Manila. And someone like me, if I can go to space, and a girl, a woman.
Let's go.
Yeah, kasi nung tinanong ko rin yung mga students, tinatanong ko sa kanila if ever, when you think about first Filipino astronaut, sino nakakaisip dito na babae? Konti lang yung nagtataas ng kamay. So, that's really important for me to, represent na as me, as a, like, ang lagi ko kasing sinasabi sa mga talks ko is, ngayon, everyone, any field can be part of the space industry because it's very open. So, kailangan ko siyang gawin, ipakita sa kanila na, yes, siya nga, kaya niyang pumunta sa space. So, ako pa kaya.
Right.
But actually, yung pagiging nutritionist mo was also one of the factors kung bakit ka naging part ng analog missions sa Hawaii, right?
So, yun, actually, pag tinatanong ako kasi, parang pag nalalaman nila na nutritionist ako and then analog astronaut, ang hirap i-explain paano.
Right.
Pero for me, if not for nutrition, I wouldn't be an analog astronaut. So I kind of paved up my way, carved my own way, my own path sa space nutrition, which is a field that's not even existing. So I'm paving yet. But right now, this year I finally can probably say that I'm a space nutritionist, and I'm paving this way, not just for me, but for all the nutritionists, dietitians, all over the world, to have this option na, pwede pala ako sa space industry.
Right. Siguro, Kristine, before we wrap up this interview, can you tell us kung paano ka ba masusuportahan ng mga Pinoy sa campaign mo?
Yun. So for the campaign, simply following my page in TikTok or Instagram, it's Tintin Atienza. Sa TikTok, Tintin Atienza 14 ata. So yun, just simply following our stories, our campaigns, and then later on if they announce when they announce the voting, yun, vote for us, vote for me.
All right. Thank you so much, Kristine. That has been a wonderful.
Yes,
It's
exciting.
very inspiring.
Yes.
We wish you all the best. And all the other Filipinos then.
Yes,
Gunning for that one slot. Oh my God. Thank you so much. For other news and updates, join the conversation on the Rappler Communities app. The app is available on iOS and Android, or you can also visit communities.rappler.com. Thanks for tuning in, and until the next episode.
Bye. Bye.